restart my track here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're good.
All right. 3, 2, and welcome back to Thoughts of the Round Table with me, Matt Rebar.
And me, Paul Laux.
And if you haven't listened, we did an awesome special last week. I got to interview Wishing. It's Women in Sports Helping Inspire something. Oh my gosh, I'm the worst person ever. It's a great organization. It's based out of the CEO's based out of Kansas City, and they're doing good things. So if you know someone who works in sports who is a lady and they are looking to help mentor, or maybe you're a high schooler or someone in their 20s looking to get into sports, this is a great organization looking to connect and network. So take a listen to that podcast. It was really good. I think hearing the experiences from both Kristen and Gigi. And but now I'm back with Paul. So Paul, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I hope you didn't feel slighted that like there was a special without you on it. I apologize.
I am totally fine with it. I'm good.
Because you know what's funny? When they asked if I would do the interview, I was like, yeah, of course. And I was like, Paul and I have been talking every like 5 or 6 months. We go, oh, we need to do more specials. We need to do more like you and me just sitting down talking things. So I was like, oh, so I don't know. I just decided to go for it and it was a good time. So
No, it sounded great. And I like doing our little specials, even if it's solo. It's not like we're, a band here. And, we have to forever stick together. So there's that too.
yeah. And the beautiful thing about this podcast is it's kind of like Seinfeld, where like there's really no like thorough, someone
It's a
asked.
podcast about nothing.
Yes.
Right?
Well, it's about everything and nothing at the same time. Because people ask me, oh, like, what's your podcast about? I'm like, well, the big project that like right now, I mean, it's you and me still after all these years. We haven't flaked on each other yet for this podcast. So, and I say, well, it's like a little socio-political. It's a little, autobiographical. It's a little observational. We do the games. I mean, it's hard to really define what this podcast is. So,
Yeah, there's basically whatever's on our mind. I will admit to you that I've been raging against capitalism this past week. That's been my real, like, I kind of been doing that for years, but
Mhm.
it's been real this week, man.
Tell me what's going on. I'm curious too. I mean, feel free to educate us. Like, when did you become radicalized?
One of those dangerous lefties. No, I think I'm just kind of getting, for some reason, and I don't know why,
Yeah.
I really just kind of want to like slap Jeff Bezos, and I don't know why.
Like if he was,
And
what I've just pictured? One of those like high school charity events where they have someone sit and like you have to dunk them. Like, can you
right.
imagine if Jeff Bezos, like for $10, you could like throw a softball to dunk Jeff Bezos?
Oh, I think we'd rip off the case and just like attack him himself. But no, like there's so much been going on like politically enough. I think I've gotten into
Mhm.
that mode where I just kind of have to like distance myself from everything because I'm kind of living in my own bubble now where you do what you
Mhm.
got to do. But hold on one second. My daughter's toy randomly turned on, which is creepy as hell.
Oh my God, I hear it in the background. Do you have a ghost? Do you
That
have a poltergeist?
that was
Poltergeist? Get it?
that was
Poltergeist?
poltergeist. That was literally the creepiest thing ever. Hey, I don't mind if we do as long as it cleans up. Like seriously, I don't just chip in or something. But no. So before we were started recording tonight, I told Matt I was like, let's do some sort of trivia. I always like doing that just to see how smart or dumb we are. And while I'm doing this, you want to try to find one yourself because it gives the answer. So I'm just gonna have to do these for you because I can see the answer
Wait a
at some
minute.
point.
Before we get to the game, I thought we were going to talk about you raging. What were you raging
Well,
about
I
this
don't
week?
I don't know. I think it's just kind of been a collection of like I wanted to buy a new house. I don't think we're gonna do that.
Mhm.
Salaries aren't keeping up with stuff. Just stuff like that. And it's
Yeah.
just like you'll see all of these what was it? Like these just people in private I saw like an account of people in private planes and it just like made me rage. Like just
Mhm.
stupid stuff like that. And I
Mhm.
don't know why. Like I can't really pinpoint any one thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you just
Yeah.
kind of see all this stuff and it's just like it's BS, man. It's
Well, like
BS.
I think what's interesting is like there definitely seem to be more people who are coming out of the fog. Because I think for a long time we grow up being told if you're good, if you work hard, you'll be
Right.
successful, you'll be rich, you'll be happy. And people are going, wait a minute, I'm good. I worked hard. and that's not happening, right?
Well,
And
that's
it's
the
like,
that well, that's the thing. It's like I've heard this from a lot of people, and it's like they said we've made all the right choices in life. Like, did what, stayed out of trouble, got a great education, started a good career, and they're still two steps behind. It's like, how is this at all
mhm.
possible? I will say this though. Um, it was I don't my um family is very like um maybe I won't go into that. I'm probably getting some hot water with that one. So we'll
No, what
just
were we gonna
leave that.
say? I mean, like, there's not.
No,
Let's be real. There's not that many people
let
listening to where we're gonna get like hate mail.
my brother actually listens every single one.
Really? What does he think? What does Mr. Locks think?
He always wants to. He's very very conservative, so he always wants to debate with us.
Oh
So
yeah.
maybe I'll set that up one day.
Oh
But
God, you're gonna give me a heart attack.
no,
Paul v. Matt v. Paul's brother.
one thing I did though
Mhm.
was look up the average corporate salary in 1990 because I was
Okay,
curious
let
what
me
it
guess.
was.
It was probably like 160,
Well,
200.
well, it was. I think it was like in the 40s. It was like in the
Yeah.
mid 40s. But that's and today's money is higher than.
Oh yeah.
And mind you, that's a corporate. That was for a corporate job with no
Yeah.
education out of
Well,
high school.
remember when you and I both worked in commercial radio? Throwback.
Oh God.
And I don't know if it was one of us, but someone on staff was like, they found the starting salaries for our positions back in like the 70s. And those people in the
I don't
70s
remember
were
this.
making more money. Like, they were making like 40,000. We were not 40,000, at least I wasn't. And they were making more money. And of course, that was, 50 years ago, where clearly, when bread was like, 2 cents a loaf, well, probably a little off on that. But the point is, like, it's like, if anything, it should have been a little higher, or, even if it had stayed the same, but the fact that it had actually decreased, like, that was crazy. That was crazy. I
I,
will
I
never
saw
forget that.
I saw something. I don't remember that, but I did see something recently where if you had I think it was 1970, if you had a salary of, I think it was either 50 or 60,000, I can't remember.
Hmm.
That would be equivalent to $319,000 for a salary today.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
how that's how much it's gone up.
I know it's just getting scary because I think that there's more people who are really doubling down on this like facade that like everything's fine. Or like, oh, the
Hmm.
problem is, the gays or the immigrants, and oh, the problem is like, the black people who get shot by the police, and it's not, and it's like, okay, pause, right? They want you to think that so that you don't go, huh, Elon Musk has all this money from, mining emeralds and his family in South Africa.
I was
Hmm.
gonna say, wasn't Elon Musk was always rich, right?
His family. So his
His
dad,
family owned a
yeah, his
they
family
owned
owned a
a
diamond
diamond
mine.
mine.
Well, and it's always funny when rich people go, my dad gave me a modest loan of a few $1 million to start my company. And I'm like, don't act like a few $1 million is modest. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Paul. If someone gave me 5 million today and said you cannot make any more money for the rest of your life, I could live off 5 million for the rest of my life.
Dude, I'm convinced that I could live off $1 million for the rest of my life.
I don't know. You got 2 kids, you got a wife. I don't know. I mean,
Please,
if
we'll
you
we'll,
if you
we'll move
invest
them off
it,
somewhere else.
you're like, I'm good. Y'all need to fend for yourselves, and
Yeah, you
capitalism,
remember
baby.
I said if I get it, not if we got it.
Well, I did see that you were building your daughter a porch, and I was like, ooh,
Yes,
that's a nice little property value right there. I like that.
for Porchella. But
Porchella 2.0, or is it 3.0? How many Porcellas has there been now?
two. There's been one,
Ooh, I can't wait for
so I have to
3.0.
do it again. But no, it's just and I don't know. It's amazing how many people, especially our age, just kind of want to follow in line with like the corporate nature of things, and I don't
Yeah.
get that. I don't get that at
See, I
all.
think what's fun about me, I think I must be an old soul because, like, to me, I realize, oh,
I hate that term. I hate that phrase, old
excuse
soul.
me, I'm allowed to be an old soul.
I hate that phrase. That's like
Why?
what people say when they're creeping on kids in chat rooms online, it's like to catch a predator stuff.
No, they would be like, I'm a
I'm an
young
old soul.
soul. I'm into young children because I'm a young soul. That would be that what they say. no one ever on Catch a Predator is like, yeah, the reason I'm here with my iced tea is because I'm an old
No,
soul.
it's because they're an old soul.
Oh, the person, oh, the kid that they're talking. Oh, yeah, well, that's messed
Yes,
up. Okay, fine. Let me rephrase. I feel like I've been around on an earthly experience a few times because to me,
you're getting worse.
oh my God. Well, listen, Paul, this podcast is not designed for you. Uh,
I'm on it.
I just am digging myself deeper. Uh, okay,
Just I'm. Go
point is,
ahead.
like, I've always felt like, to me, it's like I feel like I've figured out the game. Like, I don't care about having the most money. Like, I have friends who, make more money than I do, but like don't like their jobs or whatever. And I'm like, I'm very blessed. Like, I make good money for what I do. I love what I do. Yeah, I'm a little bit busy. I'm not living like a 9 to 5, but I don't want to live a 9 to 5. So I don't know. Day by day.
That's the thing. Like, it's hard not to compare it. I mean, everyone says don't compare yourself to others, but everyone always does that. You're not going to not do that. That's impossible. But I think we're all kind of in a collective thing now where it's like all of us think this is just BS because it really is.
Yeah.
Though I did find out that I know a surprising amount of people
Mm-hmm.
who have maids. I'm
Who
not
have
kidding you.
mates? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Without naming your friends who don't listen anyway, so it's okay. Who do you like? Just give me like the demographic or like the general concept of who these people are that have mates. Because I'll be honest, Paul, I'm looking out of my office right now and I kind of see my living room. It's a mess. My house is a mess. Like, I honestly probably could use a maid or two or 20, honestly.
Um, well, one was their family had it. So
Mm-hmm.
they themselves, when they were growing up, they had one. Does that make
Mm-hmm.
sense? So they themselves like don't have one now, but they did when they were growing
Oh my
up.
God. So talk about inflation. They got rid of the family maid. Middle class people can't afford the maids anymore. I mean,
I, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm this close to starting like my own like I'm just gonna be a topless maid at people's homes. Like no joke.
is there a market for that?
I'll find them. I don't care.
I like how I was trying to get you to say, like, I don't think anyone wants to see me naked, but you're like, listen, where there's a will, there's a way. People are gonna see my titties out for sure. Oh my
I got
goodness.
one person.
I've actually heard I've actually heard it's really lucrative. Like, I hear people make buku bucks. They put on a skimpy outfit, they like
That's a
roll
real
in, they do
thing.
some fake dusting, and they just strut around the house. They don't even clean. They just strut around the house, and then the guy goes, eh, like that's like what they do. It's crazy.
How much would you have to get paid to be one of those like be like clean someone's house in like a banana hammock?
Oh, I think I would go for 20 an hour, honestly. I mean, like, oh wait, are we talking about
That's like
like
McDonald's money.
no, McDonald's is like 5 an hour, dude. Okay.
No,
Let's
it's
be
not anymore.
let's talk this through. Okay. So someone has asked me, I'm assuming it's not someone very attractive. It's probably someone who, for some reason or another is like, oh, like I wouldn't romantically get with this person. Correct.
Well,
Like, it's
what
not
is?
like a
I
pretty
guess I don't
woman
know how to answer that.
situation, right?
I guess I don't understand what that matters. I mean,
I think
sure.
okay. Well, I just want to know this scenario. Like, paint me. Listen. You've asked
Okay,
a
here.
question. Okay.
I got it. We're gonna go with a 65-year-old bear
Okay.
who's like overly touchy.
I can deal with like a little flirty touchy. Like,
You
I don't know.
can?
I mean, it depends. I mean, touchy. Okay, this is gonna sound like we're like a philosophy class right now, but like, what does touchy mean? Because touchy can be like little
Like
pats
your
or like.
shoulders, like just no, just like touching your shoulder
Honestly,
or
I could
like
use a massage right now. My body is so broke down. So like, now you're kind of like making me feel like this is lucrative. 20 an hour, I get free massages. Like, come
20 an
on.
hour. You would really do it for 20 an hour?
Well, no, here's the question. Okay, so me in a banana hammock, having to clean someone's house in the privacy of their home, how much would it charge to pay? Okay. If I am like full on cleaning, like if I'm like having to do like dishes, or if it's like really gritty work, like if I'm like cleaning
Let's
like
talk.
toxic
No,
waste.
I'm gonna say like sweeping floors, cleaning toilets, maybe
Oh,
dishes,
oh.
folding laundry.
Okay, if the cleaning is like I'm not really cleaning, I'm just kind of walking around in the banana hammock, 20 an hour is fine. If it's like I have to like actually do cleaning, I'd say 35. Just because like I don't know, like I don't even clean my own house. I need a maid. And frankly, a clothed maid is fine. Just get me a maid or a cleaner because like my house looks like a studio exploded, honestly. So
You
I
should
don't know.
just get one
It's
of those.
I'll go for it.
You should get one of those maids that comes in once a month and just like reorganizes your house and then bounces.
Well,
Those are the thing too.
can I be honest why I have not looked into a maid? This is gonna sound so bad.
You've thought about it?
I've thought about it, but I don't want them stealing my stuff.
Well, sure, I guess that, but you'd probably you'd want to go to a legitimate place.
Well, no, no, no. I mean, like they come and they're like, like, hi, Mr. Matt. Like, thanks for, having me. And I'm
Mr.
like,
Matt.
I don't know. I don't know why Mr. Matt. It's Mr. Matt sounds like someone on To Catch a Predator, honestly. Okay. So maid comes over and cleans the house, but then she goes, calls her boyfriend, or maybe he calls his friends. He goes, oh, there's some good goods at this address. And then I'm like laying awake at night, and then the next thing I know, I'm being like choked awake is like five people robbed my house. And I know, listen, I know that
Why
doesn't
would they choke you
happen.
awake if they're trying to rob you? They would want to be quiet.
You're right. I think I maybe turned it a little too sexual and it was supposed to be more. Wake up.
Wait, is this a nightmare or a fantasy? We haven't decided yet.
No, it's a nightmare because I have some nice materials in my house. I don't want to. I'm like,
Well,
like
you would go to Angie's List or something and ask her who's a good service. Like you wouldn't just get one that's like,
I mean, no offense to Angie's List, but I've never met someone who named Angie who was like responsible.
that's true. I've only known one Angie. She was definitely not responsible.
I actually
I
can't
I got
often okay, like no offense to any Angies who know me or vice versa. I can't really picture any Angies that I know, first of all. But I don't know, the name Angie to me is like someone who's like lower back tattoo, a couple cigs, lives in Florida, you know, triple sec all day, I don't know. That's
no,
the
I
vibe
know
I
one
get.
Angie, and she did have a lower back tattoo, but she did not smoke,
Okay, well, as far as you know, I mean, she could have hit it from you.
and
Okay,
she
but
lives in
going,
Ohio.
Ohio is the Florida of the North.
It is true.
Okay, so
Um,
going back to your friends who own maids, I'm curious. Are they like with
they don't
kids?
own maids, first of all. Let's be.
I didn't mean like they own like the maid's like, yes, master. I didn't mean that. I just mean like they pay for maids.
You said own maids.
Listen, you know what I meant. I didn't mean like they own it. Like it's like a robot, like it's like a what do you call those like the ones that vacuum the place? The
Roomba,
robots.
the Roomba, the
The
robots.
Roomba.
Are you
It's
thinking of
like
Roblox? Yeah.
you could tell I don't know anything about cleaning because my
Oh,
house is dirty.
oh
Okay,
man.
so back to my question. The friends who hire maids for their services because they are hire like very desirable
Hmm.
workforce. We respect maids
Hmm.
and cleaners and butlers and anything in that genre.
No, I consider that like a high quality thing. If
Oh my
you
god,
like
absolutely. I mean,
maids,
listen.
maid, no, don't get me wrong. Maid services are like high echelon crap
Oh yeah,
right
oh
there.
for sure. I mean, listen, you and we both have our master's degree in communication. Absolute useless when it comes to household stuff. I mean,
No, not me. I'm Danny Tanner over here. I love it.
I don't know. I mean, what did I eat at your house last time I was there that I was like, hmm,
I
what was
probably
it?
burned some crap for you.
You
I don't
burned
know.
something. And I was like, not winning the house
No,
neighborhood
I
potluck.
didn't. I didn't necessarily mean that, but I'm a good cleaner, man. I really am.
Really? You clean?
Hmm. All the time.
If I call Katie right now, what would she say?
Text her.
I'm gonna Facebook call her real quick. And this is
You're
gonna
gonna
be live.
Facebook call her?
This is gonna be live on the podcast. She was active 5 minutes ago. All right.
I wonder if
So
she'll even answer.
I know, I'm curious. All right, calling Paul's I almost said Paul's girlfriend. Okay, Katie.
Very suspenseful.
Hey, Katie, are you there?
I am.
Katie, I have a question for you. You're live right now on the Thoughts of the Roundtable podcast. Is
Oh,
It's kind of a twofold question, Katie. One, and let me give you the question, and then let me give you both the twofold, and then I'd love a detailed response. One, does Paul clean? And two, is he a fantastic cleaner?
okay. He definitely cleans basically everything. Pretty good
Told you.
cleaner.
Like,
I de-
like
I
what's his
deeply
strengths? What could he work on now that we're here?
I mean, I do the when we do deep cleaning, like I am pretty intense, whereas he does more of the surface level stuff. But day to day, he is doing like basically everything.
So one might
Told you.
say he is shallowly cleaning the house, and any real cleaning has to be done by you.
Yes, but I don't do it, so.
Well, I know we've never done this before, and honestly, I think we need to do it more often because Paul will say some outlandish things on this show, and this one felt like I needed to call to verify. So
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, he's a tendency to over exaggerate a little bit.
not on this show. We'd never do that.
Matt said he would be a maid for $20 an hour in a banana hammock.
Paul wants you to Paul. I have my headphones in, but Paul's letting you know. And actually, this is another question that we've been debating. I said if I was hired to be like one of those kind of like nudie maids, who just wears a banana hammock to clean, I said I would do that if it was like I didn't really have to clean. I just walked around the house with like a duster. I would do that for 20 an hour.
Yes.
Yes isn't like yes I heard that, or yes isn't like that seems respectable, or like that seems.
Oh. Yeah, no, I feel like that's respectful if you're not actually cleaning.
But then if I have to like really actually clean in the hammock, I said 35 an hour.
Oh yeah, you definitely need more if you're actually cleaning.
Thank you, Katie. All right, everyone, that's been Katie, Paul's beautiful, talented, smart. I ran out of adjectives. It's late.
It's 9 o'clock.
It's 9. Well, I mean, after like 6 p.m., my brain cells die. Katie, thank you. We're gonna have you back on the podcast soon. We appreciate it. Wow, you actually did tell the truth. I'm actually pretty impressed.
Wow. Okay. Thanks, ass. You actually did tell the truth.
Wait, so okay, this show has gone off the rails, which I mean, if you've been listening, you would agree that that's every show. But how much would you in the banana hammock? What's your rate?
50.
50?
That's what I charge for freelance stuff. That's what this is. It's freelance.
I
Mhm.
mean, I guess 50
It's
an
not the
hour.
it's not the dude, it's not the banana hammock stuff. It's the I'm doing freelance work, 50 an hour.
You're like, listen, it's not the nudity that I'm charging you for. It's actually
Nope.
because I will leave those dishes spotless. That bathroom, you could eat off the bathroom. Like,
I'll do it for $20, but I'm gonna fart in your house.
I think some people might like that. So honestly,
Oh, that's true.
I think some perverts listening right now going like, they're gonna email you at Paul's email.
Let me watch you poop.
Oh, okay. So wait,
Oh.
where were we earlier? Because I don't think we have time to do what we actually were gonna do.
No. We just hated capitalism. We started talking about maids, and then with it's our little recap
Yeah.
now. I don't know. We just kind of went all over. We just kind of do this every once in a while and blow everything against the wall. And we found out that if you want to rent Matt for $20 an hour, he wash your home essentially nudie. So
Only certain light cleaning at 20. If you want
do
heavy
you
cleaning,
shave
it's
for
35.
that?
No, I'm not gonna shave. I think people love the hair. The hair is like the best selling point. Like the beard.
Hair's in nowadays. No,
Yeah.
I think across the board, whether you're heterosexual, homosexual, everything, people love the hair now.
I like how you just
Is
said
that
heterosexual or homosexual, like you're like some like 50-year-old woman. Like
it felt weird saying it, I'm not gonna lie. But
yeah, didn't
no,
love that. Didn't
am
love
I
that.
am I wrong? It feels like everyone is okay with hair now.
I mean, I think so. I mean, here my thing is like someone completely hairless feels weird to me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like it feels like there should be a little hair. Not I don't need it to be full on forest. I don't expect like, the Canadian tundra of like evergreens, but like,
Canadian tundra.
a bare savanna with nothing, like not Not even if, a little oasis of palm trees, a little something. Like, I don't know.
Oh man.
It's funny
Yeah,
because
this
I'm
is
going to Charleston this weekend and it's for a bachelorette trip. So it's me, another guy, and then like maybe 8 women, 10 women. And they're all like, oh, I'm getting waxed this week. I'm getting waxed this week. And part of me is like, who's that for? Like, we're going to Charleston. Like, are
that
people
is
trying to like
true.
get
Wait, are
it
they
on?
wait, are they doing the simple like normal wax to like, or are they doing the deep one where they like you spread them and they go up there? And
I just feel like as a man, when you're sitting there and the ladies are like, oh my God, I have my wax appointment tomorrow. Like, and it was at a child's birthday party. So like, I don't think it was appropriate to be like, is that full Brazilian? Is that like, we're going, we're taking out everything. Like we're bringing the full laser and we're going,
doing sign language or something. I don't know.
so the sign language would be like for hair, it'd be like pricking my skin. And then like
Like the
vagina would
level.
be like, oh my
Oh
God.
my god.
But the point is, I was like, and this isn't me being mean. This is just me being like, messed up and inquisitive. I'm like, who's that for? Like, is it just because like the pictures, maybe?
That
Is
is
it like,
true.
are some people like maybe thinking there'll be a little, Southern cherry going on in
Is
Charleston?
it are you going clubbing or
We're doing like a happy hour event, but like, it's like happy hour and then we go out
what's
for a
that
little
mean?
bit. But like, here's the thing: the bride's mom and the bride's mother-in-law are coming. So like, I can't imagine. Like, we might get drunk, but we're not gonna get like, let's invite 5 boys back to the villa, right? Like,
The
we're
moms
not
are
gonna.
going to do that. The moms are 100% going to do that. Guarantee
Actually,
you.
my friend, her future mother-in-law, she actually like she's like kind of like a cool lady. She's married though, but if she was single, I think she'd probably like land all the men that weekend. Like the rest of the girls would be struggling to get the numbers and like
And she would have
because
nothing. No problem.
because she's a very strong like personality, like very like has that bold and brash, very similar to me, like where it's like, hey, I'm here, and I don't know. I think boys resonate to that. They like a little bit of a personality. To
I
quote
had a friend
British people, the banter. There's a lot of banter.
before we go. I have one thing. I had a friend who he was his biggest turn on
Oh,
was women in power. Like he loved women in power. And he said he worked for a company and the CEO was like this 65-year-old woman and he goes, I would have done it in a second. He goes, just because she had the power of a CEO. He goes, it was so, and we're like, what about Hillary Clinton? He goes, she had people killed. I'd do it in a second.
I just love the idea of like some old CEO lady like, oh, hello, it's me. Or like Diane, like what's that Diane Feldstein lady, the senator from California, who's like been like absent for like months and refuses to retire. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah. Have you ever seen it's a governor of Alabama, I think, and it's this old lady that they call Meemaw, and she routinely just burps in the middle of speeches she's giving. Like she's talking about COVID, and she's like, and we don't have enough shots yet.
Imagine me like, that's my mayor, that's my governor.
She's the governor. I think it's the governor of Alabama.
We need to stop electing like stupid people. I'm sorry, America, please stop it.
I'm not saying she's dumb. I'm just saying she doesn't care. She's like, you know what? This is Alabama. If I burp when I'm giving a speech, I burp when I'm giving a speech.
She probably went up in the approval ratings. Like she probably got like 10 points
Well,
off that. They're like,
with the
she's relatable. She
there's
burps.
there's a clip of it now. I have to send you, but like she does this in the middle of this, and just no one reacts. Or just like it's just like it is
But also,
happens
like,
all the
if
time.
you let's say you're giving an important speech, it's like city council, and you're like, oh, like the sewers need to be fixed. Wouldn't you go, oh, excuse me? Like, wouldn't that be what you do? She just steamrolled it. She just went with it.
She just kind of she burped and went and just kept on going. That's it.
Oh my! I feel like Seinfeld. I'm like, she just burped and kept on going. Yeah, she burped and kept on going. What do you mean she
Oh
burped?
my
Shouldn't she have said
god!
excuse me? I mean, I feel like this is like a Seinfeld episode now.
Second Seinfeld reference tonight.
I know. Well, I mean, that's who we are, though. We're a bunch of misfits. All right, so what originally was scheduled tonight will be next time, and that's kind of like the theme of this show.
This is what it is, baby.
It was good catching up. I had a great time, and let us know and respond. Oh my
There we go,
god,
sir.
you're just as classy as the governor from Alabama, apparently.
That's
Let us
right.
know how much would it take for you to be naked in a banana hammock and cleaning for a 65-year-old pervy guy. Let us know because Paul said he'll do it for 50. I said if it's light cleaning, 20, heavy cleaning, 35. I'm very curious where people land on this because listen, in today's economy, I mean, even $10 is $10. So,
That's right.
all right. Well, hey, peace out. We'll see you next time.
Later.